Welcome, fans, to the USA Championship Wrestling. I'm KC Gold alongside Lucky
P. Larson, Esquire. Welcome to the Kevin Zion Show.
Oh, this is not the Kevin Zion Show, so please do not turn the channel. This is USA Championship Wrestling, and we are on our countdown to Thunderdome. February 16th, inside a steel cage.
Jerry Lawler will finally not be able to run away from Matt Riviera. After attacking him from behind over and over again, Matt Riviera gets a fair shot at Jerry Lawler.
Well, it's going to be Jerry the King Lawler versus Loverboy Matt Riviera inside a 30-foot, 12-foot high steel cage. Fans, we're going to take you right now to the Loverboy Matt Riviera.
Jerry Lawler, that's just a sample of what everyone's gonna hear after the Thunderdome cage. 10 tolls for you, King. 10 lonely tolls. Brought to you by yours truly. From the final resting place of Jerry the King Lawler. And isn't it fitting, King, that the King would be laid to rest in a royal fashion such as this in the Omen Arena in Jackson, Tennessee, inside of a 30-foot tall Thunderdome cage. You know, Jerry, when people start getting older, you know what they say. They just want to go peacefully. They just want to go quick. Some people go in their sleep. Some people die really tragic, painful, slow death. And Jerry, I'm afraid that's gonna be you. Because on February the 16th, Lawler, it's not gonna be a quick, easy death for the King. Jerry Lawler, you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay for your sins against the wrestling business that you've been committing since 1974, when Jackie Fargo passed you that torch out of pity. And here we are, 2019, over 40 years later, and year after year, King, you don't want to pass it. Guy after guy's come through Tennessee, WrestleMania main eventers, on and on, Hall of Famers, and you wouldn't pass it, would you? Because Jerry Lawler only cares about one thing, and that's himself. Lawler, the state of Tennessee has been waiting for this guy to come along and take that torch. Because you wouldn't pass it, I'm gonna have to take it. And I'm taking it not just for me, I'm taking it for every guy that you've held down. Jerry Lawler, Thunderdome cage, February 16th, the night the King falls.
Can't make it to the shows, but still want signed photos, posters, action figures, and more? Shop the official Memphis Wrestling eBay store at memphiswrestling.tv.
Well, it's all going to happen Saturday night, February 16th. Valentine's Day just a few days before, then the big one at the Omen Arena. Dangerous Doug Gilbert, the current USA heavyweight champion. I know you got a lot on your mind.
You know what, Bert Prentice? First of all, I want to say I'm glad and happy for all of y'all to be here in Jackson, Tennessee today. And you know what, Bert? I got a lot of business with Lucky Pierre and Kevin Zion, but first of all, what I want to say is countdown to Thunderdome, right?
Oh, yeah.
February 16th.
Yeah.
February 16th, there's going to be a cage about 16 or 18 foot tall around the ring, right?
30 foot long.
Oh, my goodness. Listen, I want to tell you something, Matt Riviera, and Bert, it's not really any of my business, and you might not want me talking about this, and I'm sure he don't. But look, I've walked through the steps that he's fixing to get into. I've been in the Mid-South Coliseum with Jerry Lawler with 10,000 people strong there. Matt Riviera, you don't want to come to the Oman Arena with thousands of people strong for Jerry Lawler, because I'm going to tell you, I've walked through those steps, and it's something I don't think you can handle. But you know what, Bert? USA, yourself, and these people want to see Matt Riviera and Jerry Lawler in that cage, right? Well, you know what, Bert? And I think you know this. Matt Riviera, I don't think it's going to turn out real good for you. But you know what? I'm going to stay in my own business now. And let's go back to Kevin Zion and Lucky Pierre. And I'm sure none of you, Bert, I think that tells you what they think about those two. But I want to tell you, now I had Kevin Zion, right? I had him here in the Oman Arena. But every time I started grabbing him, he jumped out of the ring. So what I was thinking, Bert, if it's okay with you, which you are the man that runs you, oh, here they come, right?
Oh, you might not want to say that.
You know what, guys? It's just like I told Bert. Yeah, I got you in the ring at the Oman Arena, but now what's he going to do, Bert? He's going to block. He's going to block the bat with the briefcase, right? That makes a lot of sense. And I don't guess I could hit you over the head with it. But anyway, listen, Bert, all he's done. Hey, look, he's got 3 cousins.
Got 3 fans.
You're right, exactly. But listen, last time when I got you at the Oman Arena, every time I went to try to grab you, I didn't have this bat in my hand. I just went to try to grab you with these hands, and you slipped out of the ring. So how about this, Mr. Prentice? How about this? How about, you want to say old school, how about we have some lumberjacks all around the ring? And you know what?
You said anything.
What? You need a fair fight? Well, there's no fair fight with you against me because you need 3 more of you to go against me. But first of all, listen, Bert. Oh, hold on. I don't think you want to mess with me. Bert, all you got to say is a lumberjack match with lumberjacks around the ring. And listen, and we could even do this. How about get some of the good old USA Championship Wrestling fans to be?
I think the fans need to be the lumberjacks with leather straps. Absolutely. Yes. No. We'll put 8 fans around the ring with leather belts.
And I'll tell you this.
And they can hit you.
Yeah, they can if they want. You know why, though? Because those fans are all going to be the Legion of Lucky fans. The front row.
Jesus, what in the world? Lucky has gone crazy. And what? Brandon White coming out of the back. Doug Gilbert's opponent today in the middle of him running Lucky and Kevin Zion off with that ball bat, and Brandon White working over dangerous Doug Gilbert. Well, fans, you heard it here. Oh, what a backdrop from big Brandon White on dangerous Doug Gilbert. And you heard it here. It's going to be a fan participation match. Hey, how's that briefcase over there, Lucky?
Did you see what he tried to do?
Did you see what you tried to do?
All I did was defend myself.
Oh, well, you were instigating with that briefcase.
Yeah, and my briefcase won. My briefcase is still standing.
That's what you call standing, right?
Yeah. How many times did he hit me with the bat?
He didn't hit you any.
You're right, because my briefcase blocked every shot.
Well,
My briefcase wins over that bat. And I'll tell you this, Doug Gilbert, you mess with the wrong Legion, because these USA fans, the front row is owned by the Legion of Lucky.
Oh my gosh. Calm down, Lucky, calm down.
The front row is owned by the Legion of Lucky. And come February 16th, this Thunderdome, the Legion of Lucky is going to whip you senseless.
Well, I can promise you this. Brandon White is finding out right now, while dangerous Doug Gilbert, that right hand, and a thumb to the eye.
There you go. Fight fire with fire.
And a body slam.
Yeah, and he's pulling his hair too.
And,
just like he cheated to cheat by Kevin Zion.
That brand new hairdo for Brandon White. And dangerous Doug Gilbert with a DDT. And here is your winner, the USA Heavyweight Champion.
Not for long. February 16th, this will be the Kevin Zion Show.
Kevin Zion, Lucky Pierre, February 16th. I'm going to put a beating on you like you've never had before.
Right after this.
On the Kevin Zion Show.
Can't make it to the shows, but still want signed photos, posters, action figures, and more? Shop the official Memphis Wrestling eBay store at memphiswrestling.tv.
Welcome fans to USA Championship Wrestling, and we've got Nathan Starr taking on Justin Hodge, and Justin Hodge is all over Nathan Starr in the corner.
All I have to say now is I want to point out how brilliant those Starr twins are. They have absolutely found out a way that they have zero chance of losing their tag team championship at Thunderdome. They'll both be in action, and there is zero chance they can lose their tag team titles. Isn't that right?
You're right. They can't.
Again, I'm right. Thank you very much.
Once in your life, you actually made some perfect sense.
Absolutely, as I always do here on the Kevin Zion Show.
Yeah, not always.
Always.
Oh, and Justin Hodge.
Did he not learn anything from his loss last week to Jerry Lawler?
I don't think so,
No.
evidently. But now Matt Starr on the outside going to work while Nathan Starr has got the referee.
Now they're twins.
tied up
How do
on
you
the
know
outside.
that that's not Nathan Starr?
Can you not tell these two apart?
They're both named Starr. They both have Starr twin shirts on. Oh! And one of them just kicked Justin Hodge in the head.
That would be Nathan Starr.
1, 2, 3.
And the winner of the match
That was quick.
is Nathan Starr.
And that's exactly what's going to happen to Blake Christian
That
at
would
the
be
Omen
Aaron
Arena.
Blake Christian.
In your dreams.
You're the one having problems seeing things.
I'm seeing nothing.
That's right. You never see anything.
No, I see nothing that's not there to be seen, just like John Lennon said.
Fans, we want to talk about last week and what happened with Jerry the King Lawler and the
Attacking
Lover.
from behind.
Well, I tell you what. Why don't we just take it this way? Fans, you take a look for yourself, and you see
Twice.
the two big brawls,
Twice.
the big brawl and the attack from behind of Jerry the King Lawler.
Was it or was it not from behind? Matt Riviera had the man in the lock of shame when from behind on his back, Jerry Lawler attacked.
Well, Jerry Lawler said, if he's in the building, I'm going after him.
So therefore, he has the right to attack from behind. He's a coward.
Well,
watch this.
Fans, you take a look at this and judge for yourself.
I'm right.
Before we get started, I want to call out the lover boy, Matt Riviera, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to say a few words to him. Mr. Riviera, you have anything you'd like to say before I tell you what I have to say?
Bert, it was another glorious night in the Open Arena because you saw it justice was finally served for Wildfire Tommy Rich when he defeated the King.
Well, once again, he's lying to you on television. We looked at the tape well into 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, you're not licensed here to be referee. No, and quite frankly, I am officially reversing the decision right now.
No, you can't reverse the decision.
Jerry Lawler is the winner of that match. Absolutely, at Oman Arena. You had no right to do that.
Bert Prentice, you can't do that because I am a licensed referee in the state of Tennessee.
It's been done. It's done official.
Hey, wait a minute. The board of directors
I'm done talking to you.
told me to referee that. No, you don't listen to me, Bert Prentice. You listen to me.
Hey.
You're not done talking to me until I say
get your
so.
hands up.
I'm the one. I make look.
The King is in the building.
He has no right to do that.
The King is in the building.
He has no right to do that.
And right hands.
You saw he attacked him from behind, too.
Well, he
What
put
a
his
coward.
hands on Bert
What
Prentice.
a coward.
And that
Well,
is
then that
not
gives
going to
Bert
happen.
Prentice the right to attack him, not
He didn't.
Jerry Lawler.
And we have got a full-blown fight going on here in USA Championship Wrestling
Get him,
Studio
Matt.
A.
Get him, Matt.
The locker rooms have emptied, and the King trying to get to Matt Riviera.
Look at poor Ron Ratcatcher. Come on. Look at the man attacked him from behind.
Riviera getting free, and now trying to get toward the King.
Good, get him,
They
Matt.
can't get them separated and keep them separated.
They better make sure they don't hurt Kevin Zion. He's a star of this show,
Well,
you know.
maybe you should be up there helping.
No, I'm good here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got to make sure that you don't get hurt.
Oh, I'm not going to get hurt, believe me. And the King just pounded on Matt Riviera.
It's all about the King, isn't it? It has to be all about him.
Well, look, he's the one throwing those big right
Yeah,
hands.
because it's got to be all about him. He wasn't out here. This was Matt Riviera's time. He was the one who Bert Prentice asked to be out here. Good. Get out of here, Matt.
Well,
you go while
Matt Riviera
the getting's good.
finally getting
Good.
him out of the ring.
Good.
Getting them separated.
That was Lawler's fault. You saw him attack him from behind. He attacked him from behind. Kevin, you okay?
And now,
here it comes.
Matt
Here it
Riviera
comes.
pulling the strap down.
I wonder who else does that.
Well,
Jerry Lawler imitates Matt Riviera when he pulls the strap down, you know.
and now
Up there it is. There's the lock of shame.
it is the lock of shame.
I said that already. And he's about to give up.
Up.
And there he gives up.
And
Ring the bell. And look, attacking
Oh.
again from behind. From behind.
And here comes the King. Oh.
From behind again.
And now the King
Again. Hit him again from behind.
with the flag.
What a disgrace. What a disgrace this man is.
I'm going to tell you, it's been a long time since I've seen the King. Uh-oh.
Now, wait a minute. That's sacred.
And the King
That's the United States of Riviera.
standing on the flag of Matt Riviera.
That's disgraceful. That's disrespectful and disgraceful.
And the King challenging Matt
He should be
Riviera
defrocked for
back
that.
to the ring.
He should be defrocked. He should be demoted down to Prince.
And, well, fans,
That's horrible. I'm going to sue him for that. He assaulted Ron Ratcatcher. He hit Matt Riviera from behind again. And now he's walking all over that flag.
well, and it deserves walking on. And
Now
the
watch,
King,
he's probably going to attack Mick Vicious too.
well, no, he's not going to attack Mick Vicious. But he might come over here and attack you.
At least you got his name right.
And he might have a present for you, Lucky.
That's
Oh, there you go.
that is disgraceful.
Here we go, fans. Air Blake Christian taking on Chris Styles on USA Championship Wrestling. And no, it's not the Kevin Zion Show.
See, I didn't even have to say it. He's
No.
getting with the program. Welcome to the Kevin Zion Show.
This is not the Kevin Zion Show.
Yes, it is.
And only in your dreams. And Blake Christian flipping over the top and a drop kick to the back and a clothesline.
You know,
I'm gonna tell you what, this kid can go 90 miles an hour.
yeah, I don't deny the fact that Blake Christian can flip and flop and fly. However, this is not gymnastics. This is professional wrestling.
You're right.
And Nathan Starr is going to show him that a professional wrestler will beat a gymnast any day of the week.
Well, that's what you said about Brandon White. And at Omen, at the last Omen show, Blake Christian got the pin on Brandon White.
Brandon White is a tough kid, but he's not Nathan Starr, and he's not one half of the tag team champions.
No, he's about 2 of Nathan Starr.
And he's still not one half of the tag team champions.
Well, being one half of the tag team champions doesn't mean much when you're in a singles competition.
It means that you have the talent that brought you to a title. Does Blake Christian have a title right now? No.
Not at the moment.
No. In fact, the last title he had was a tag team champion with who?
Was with Nathan Starr.
There you go. See, Nathan Starr is still a champion, but Blake Christian is not. My point is
what a
proven
right
again.
hand.
I rest my case. Race judicata, res ipsa loquitur, and caveat emptor.
I wish you would give it a rest, that's for sure. Blake Christian with a kick to the head of Chris Styles, and now Chris Styles
He must have gotten him with the wind.
He must have gotten him in the back of the head because he turned him completely over.
Funny, I could see between his foot and his head.
You could.
Yes.
Well, I couldn't. Maybe it's those rose-colored glasses you keep wearing.
Maybe it's because I have better eyesight.
Not with those glasses on, you don't.
Uh-huh.
And Chris Styles
he got
catching
him with
the
that
knee
one.
from Blake Christian.
Yeah, he got him with that one.
Going for a punch, and Blake Christian.
And here's his
blocked.
mistake. This will not work when he goes against Nathan Starr. He's telling the fans and his opponent what he's doing.
Well,
why would you telegraph your move?
If you haven't seen it, this is the 630, and Blake Christian is your winner on USA Championship Wrestling.
Good for him. He's a gymnast. Whoop-de-doo.
Well, that gymnast just won.